Thank you very much. Everyone is all too familiar with the devastating effects of COVID-19 that has, wreaked havoc on our society. Particularly hard hit were the theater and fine arts communities, where lights literally went out on the stage. And when that happens, hopes, dreams, ambitions, all of those things are either ended or suspended, and it has been devastating that we've lost a lot of those functions. But God always has a plan. And the prayer of every parent should be that their students are introduced to phenomenal people that love and encourage them and get them out into the world. Yes, that's right, Mr. K. To introduce them to everything that is lovely and pure and wholesome and amazing. And while you're now familiar with his fine piano playing skills, his antics, and devastatingly good looks. What you may not know is that Mr. Kastner has directed over 50 plays in our school community, 20 years at St. Francis de La Salle, and has trained everyone from our beautiful little girls all the way up to successful Broadway performers. And so, Mr. K, I know, it must be hard to do this. Only God knows how many youth, troubled youth, and young adults you have had an amazing impact on your life, and we are so thankful for you. And while he could be at the helm this very evening, directing Les Miserables again, we are blessed beyond measure that you're here today with us, encouraging and loving our children. So thank you very much. And as Marius would say, this day's blessings aren't over yet. Miss Lauren and Mr. Andy, what saint opens their studio to 2-year-olds? And from little toddlers and tutus all the way up to seasoned veterans that are tapping their way through the golden years. Thank you very much for all of your encouragement. And for those of you that weren't at Brecken's very first dance show, I'll take you step by step how that went down at a packed Maumee High School Performing Arts Theater. Brecken's equally nervous parents were waiting for the show to start, recalling that just 24 hours prior, the dress rehearsal ended, and Brecken walking to the front of the stage crying, "I want my mommy." And while we sat in that darkened theater waiting and waiting and waiting, little did we know that you were backstage with our Brecken, talking to her, encouraging her, and finally getting her ready to go on stage for her first dance. Talk about the shepherd that leaves the 99 to go attend to our lost little sheep. Thank you. Here we are. Here we are 8 years later. Brecken's thriving on stage, and you still managed to keep everything fun and wholesome and pure. And everybody that knows you knows your passion, enthusiasm, and creativity for dance and the arts. But it has been particularly great to watch you navigate this pandemic with your care and concern for the dancers and figuring out a way to keep it alive and keep it going. So thank you. Mr. Andy, we all know that behind every great woman, there's a really beautiful husband that's supporting a dream. And so for your beautiful music, your beautiful voice, for your song selection, we thank you for all the work that you've done to encourage the dancers. So thank you. And so for the three of you, to echo the words of the Bishop of Diné, Monsignor Bienvenu, who was paying his respects to the law, while at the same time witnessing the redemptive power of God through the grace of his Son, Jesus Christ. I commend you for your duties. May God's blessing go with you. Thank you.
I'll be singing Revelation songs.